Welcome everybody, I'm Gold Leader, I'm joined by Patronus, and we are playing some Magic the Gathering.
That's right. We're going to try out some of the brand new EDH and or Commander pre-built decks that have come out for the Commander Legends set.
You can tell that I have Patronus trained with old school language because she said EDH, which I don't know if it's been called EDH for a long
It's
time.
been a hot minute, but most of the people that we play with still call it EDH. So that's what I'm used to saying.
Yeah. So I've been playing Magic since the get, like 12 years old, going to that first Gen Con when they sold Magic. And had no clue what I was doing then. I have a little bit of a clue what I'm doing now. Um,
22 years later.
yeah, we don't play a lot of modern Magic, but we love Commander, and we really like Booster Draft, like sealed deck. We don't do a lot of constructed deck other than Commander.
Yeah.
And when we do Commander, it's usually it's super casual. So mostly you do a lot of old school, which
That's
is
right.
why you'll see these old school playmats here. These products we haven't even opened them yet.
Yeah, we're going to unbox them and kind of look at some of the cards and then play with them.
Yeah, so let's I guess get to it. So I haven't even looked at any of the arms for battle.
How do I even open the box?
Just tear
Oh, there's a
somewhere.
thing at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are new packaging for me. I have not.
Yeah.
I guess the packaging has changed
Okay.
since we've really bought Commander decks. I'm just gonna end up destroying this though.
There's a lot of contraptions here.
Apparently it's
Really?
childproof. All right.
Oh, it comes with a deck box. That's what that is.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think Commander decks have been
Oh,
coming with deck boxes for
and
a
a little
while.
life counter.
Oh, nice.
That's actually not bad.
I don't remember them ever coming out with the. Oh, these are nice.
Yeah.
They won't really work for stream.
Yeah, they
Kind
won't
of
because they're too
too
small. But
small.
like,
But for
it's
playing with your friends, it's fine.
yeah, it's a nice little counter going on there.
It goes up to what, 30 on one no, it goes up to 40 on one side and then on the other side. Oh, yeah, it goes up to
20.
20.
So I guess in theory you could have two,
One
and
could be your
one could be your
commander.
commander, one could be your elf.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, actually, no. This is only 21 to 40. On one side is 21 to 40. The other side is 1 to 20. So you just have to flip it.
Gotcha. That's fair. Okay.
All right. Well, that's kind of cool, though. It's nice to see that. And then, of course, there's the typical
Yeah, the insert,
thing.
which we're not going to use any of this stuff.
Nope.
Let's just put this away.
Alrighty. Crackin the boy here.
All right. So the commander, Wyleth, Soul of Steel. We can put him up here. What does he do?
He is a colorless and a red and a white. He has trample. He's a 2/2. Whenever Wyleth Soul of Steel attacks, draw a card for each aura and equipment attached to.
Gotcha. So this is a
Cool.
Voltron commander. We're trying to hook him up with a bunch of equipment. I think I'm trying to just kill you with commander damage.
Apparently. And then I've got Aesi Tyrant of Gyre's Strait. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. I'm assuming that's only when he's in play that I get that effect.
Yeah, unless it says like if a commander has like an effect when it's in the command zone, it usually say as long as this commander's in play or in the command zone, it do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if it doesn't say that, he's got to be in play.
Yep. All right, so we're going to use these little boards here just to kind of hold as our command zone. It's also going to be our 40 points of life. And then the zeros on either side of my board of our camera here, you can see those are going to be for tracking commander specifically.
Oh wow, they reprinted Dawn Charm. That's cool. Oh, New art for here's a old school card. Disenchant. Look at that new disenchant art.
Oh, it looks
It
pretty.
might not be new, but it's new to me.
Yeah.
So I apologize if it's not new to the viewers.
Yeah, some cards I recognize, some that I don't.
Oh wow. Here's a Swords to Plowshares. One of my all-time favorite cards. Back in the day when this card was like readily available, in like beta unlimited revised. I remember like most people not thinking it was a very good card, me myself included, because I was like, why would I want my opponent to gain life?
Yeah.
Oh, how little did we know back then.
Right.
Okay.
All right, and here's the tokens that I've got for my.
It looks like I got a bunch of soldier tokens, cat tokens, and one elephant token. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. And
Alrighty.
don't freak out, but we're not sleeving these.
Yeah. We're just gonna go old fashioned here.
Yeah, we're gonna go old school, I guess. I can't imagine that the $20 commander decks are really that expensive. Hey Vaughn, what's up?
Playing a different game today, Vaughn. We are doing some Magic the Gathering. We're unboxing a brand new Commander set of 2 pre-built decks. Commander is a special format which there's only one of any type of card.
Yeah, it's like a thing. It's like a Highlander format.
Highlander, yeah. Aside from just basic lands or in your world, basic lessons.
Yep.
Every other card has to be.
It works a little bit like Harry Potter in the sense where you do have, instead of like a starting wizard, you have a commander, and your commander starts the game out of play. And then you can always have access to be able to play your commander. So. And I'm riffling, shuffling.
Yeah, that's
just
dirty. Gosh. I won't do that to you guys, on. Sure, there's plenty of players that are like, ah.
It's like nails on
what are you doing?
On a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vaughn, if you like, Commanders is very cool. It is by far the most popular format for Magic the Gathering nowadays.
Which is probably why they built a whole dedicated set towards it, which is really cool.
Yeah, and now they're at the point where Commander decks usually only come out like once a year. And now they're at the point where every time they release a new set, they make like 1 or 2 Commander box decks and that accompany the set because they're just so popular. So we are going to give this a pile. These starter decks, they do a pretty good job. I mean, I know the mana bases are not
ideal.
They're not ideal. If you're looking to play, the one thing about Commander, you could be the level of competitiveness that you play with matters quite a bit. So what I mean by that is like if you're playing with somebody who is spending thousands of dollars and they're going all in on the most competitive combos and cards, these decks are not going to hold up. But if you're playing with a group of friends and you're looking for an introductory product, these are amazing. They give you a lot of the staple cards at a very good value. And if you find a commander that you like, you just take your time and slowly add cards to it. When we play with our friends who are quite casual, we'll often just use these basic decks and don't even change them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, they're not very Magic experienced, and they have not spent a lot of money on their decks, so they're not that dissimilar from a power level standpoint.
Yeah.
So, and this setup we're using is actually for another game that we play, Marvel Champions.
Yeah, but it'll work.
We're like, you know what? This will be a great way to define the command zone on stream and keep track of our health so people can clearly see.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, that's about as good as of a shuffle as I'm going to get without riffling.
All right. Yeah, so, I riffled a little bit.
5, 6, 7.
11.
Cards are slippery.
Yeah.
Not
All right.
11.
I'll play. In Commander, you still get to draw first. Like in like in most games, you start with 7 cards. Okay.
Well, I have a whole bunch of lands,
Me too.
which for Commander is actually probably fine.
Yeah. I'm actually just I'm gonna YOLO and keep mine too.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so I'm going first.
Yep.
And
Draw.
I'm going to I'm gonna draw. Okay. And what do I want to do? We're gonna just play a plains and pass.
Draw. We're gonna play a forest and pass.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm gonna tap my plains. I'm gonna cycle. A white, just cycle this land away to draw a card.
So discard a draw.
Yep. And untap. Draw again. And what do we got here? Okay. We're going to play this Tranquil Promenade. When it comes into play, it enters the battlefield tapped, and then I have to pay 1 or sacrifice it. So we're going to do that, and it's going to provide a mana of any color going forward. So, done.
Right, we're gonna play a Jungle Basin. So when that comes in, it enters tapped, and I have to sacrifice it or return an untapped forest in my hand. We'll do that.
And does it provide like?
It provides a colorless and a green.
Oh, I think that's a card from. I think that's like a card from Weatherlight. It's one of the really early sets.
I don't know.
I didn't know that they reprinted it.
Basin?
Jungle Basin. Yeah, this is a card from. I'm almost positive.
A reprint?
It's someone. Yeah, it's someone.
Because it has the colorless symbol, so
I'm
obviously
almost
it's a reprint.
Yeah, it's definitely a reprint because they didn't have that symbol back then.
Yeah.
But I think there was a cycle of those lands, and it was either Visions or Weatherlight, but I think it was Weatherlight.
Cool.
One of my favorite sets. All right, draw.
Yeah, Weatherlight was what, like the 6th or 7th set ever made?
No, it was more than that. It was Mirage Block. So it was quite a few because you had Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Arabian Nights, Legends, Antiquities, The Dark, Revised, 4th edition. You had Homelands, Fallen Empires, 5th edition.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's maybe the 12th or 13th.
Yeah, Ice Age, Alliances, Mirage, Visions. So yeah, but it's still early. Like,
yeah.
We're talking like 1997, 98.
Yeah.
So somewhere around there, pretty early.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Got off into a tangent.
Yeah, well,
so I drew.
that happens.
I'm just gonna play a land. When it comes into play, I gain a life. So I will gain a life. Oh, I forgot more tokens. No, I'll get more. It's fine. I'm done.
All right. Untap, draw. So I'm going to play a basic island. And I'm going to play Rampant Growth. So I can go and search for any basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. So
that's another card from the Mirage block originally.
I remember that. That's been reprinted a few times.
Yeah, it's been reprinted a billion times.
So I'm going to just go get another island. I'll shuffle a hair, but not a lot.
Have you heard of the upcoming Strixhaven MTG set? I have not heard of that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know what Strixhaven MTG set is. Is Strixhaven is it a Magic the Gathering expansion, Or a Strixhaven something that is
An arena.
using the MTG like property. I'm curious what he means by that. I'll have to figure that out. Okay, so you're done?
I'm done.
Alright. Hey, we got something that's not a land. Hmm. It's not great. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a land.
Sure.
I think I'm just going to cast my commander. Cast it from the command zone. And whenever he attacks, I draw a card for each ore or equipment attached to it. So, just to refresh your memory.
Why are your lands? Did one of them come into battlefield tap?
Oh, he only costs 3.
It only costs 3.
Eh, thought he costs 4.
Oh, he's 3.
Which then I'll use the other one to play an equipment.
Perfect. Cool artwork. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can battlefield tapped. Snap.
Alright, so these are in play, and I'm done.
Okay. My turn. Up. Draw. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will have to look it out. We play a lot of different games, so I don't really keep caught up with Vaughn on the everything too far out in the future. And with COVID, it's been even worse because um, we don't do much online gaming except for um, like stuff for Harry Potter or something like that, or Star Wars because we're trying to play with people. We prefer in person play more than anything.
Okay. Let's play a forest. And I'm going to play
Oh, that guy.
that guy.
He's
The
awesome.
Loku, the Clouded Mirror. So it's a flying 2/4, and I can pay 1 to return a land I control to my hand to make a 1/1 blue illusion. Flying.
Yeah, he's an awesome legendary. I had him in my wizard deck.
Those tokens.
Cool. And he costs 5. So you can't make an illusion yet.
No, I
Okay.
cost all my mana.
All
1,
right.
2.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
Oh. Okay.
Vaughn, funny that you heard about magic expansions because of your Harry Potter obsession.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It doesn't usually coincide, but I like it.
All right, so I'm going to equip this guy with his Explorer's Scope.
Cost 1, yep.
Cost 1 mana. I am going to attack.
Okay.
And
Trigger.
When it attacks, look at the top card of your library. Well, I guess I'm going to declare an attack. Do you have any effects? Probably
No.
not. All right, so I'm attacking. When he attacks, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. It's a land. We're going to put it on the battlefield tapped.
And then also he has a trigger. Whenever he attacks, you draw a card for each or an equipment attached to
Yep,
it.
so I'm going to just draw.
Yep.
They both trigger at the same time, so I just did one.
You can choose the order. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and so you're blocking with it. You're attacking with a 2/2 trampler.
A 2/2 trampler.
A lot of mana untapped. I don't really want to lose this guy right now, so that's fine. I will just take 2 commander damage. So the way, if you're not familiar with how you track that within Commander Game specifically,
Yeah, it's basically you just have a regular health pool. So
mm-hmm,
she'll take 2.
I take 2
And then because my commander dealt her damage, you keep track of the damage dealt
by command.
by specific commanders. So if she ever takes 21 points of damage from this commander, which is the only one I have,
Yes.
but in a multiplayer game it's for each player,
It's each
opponent.
player's commander specific.
So if she takes 21 from here, or she loses all 40, whichever happens first is the loser.
There's essentially just 2 life pool thresholds.
Yeah. All right. And then with that being said, I think I'm done with my turn. I'm at 7 cards.
You should also probably keep track of the number of times that you've played your commander.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually gonna use dice, but that'll work.
That works too.
Okay.
Since it's right here.
Yep. So I'm gonna just cast this guy.
Okay.
He literally does nothing.
Okay.
When he enters the battlefield, search your library for up to X planes, where X is the number of players who control more lands than you.
Oh, so okay, so he's just a 2.
Yeah.
Got it.
Done. He would be cool if I was behind on mana, but we were both had so much mana in the beginning of this game.
Yep. It's true.
I guess I could hold on to it for when she eventually casts her commander. She'll definitely have more mana than me.
All right.
Didn't think about that.
So we are going to play a Vivid Creek land. So it comes in tapped, and it's going to have 2 counters on it, and essentially it will always tap for blue unless I remove one of the charge counters, in which case it'll tap for any color. Tapped and works fine. And then I'm going to play a Reclamation Sage. It is a 2/1 creature. When it enters the battlefield, I can destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Sad. I'm losing my little scope.
Sorry.
Alright.
And I am going to attack for 2 in the air.
Okay.
Flying.
So I'll take 1, I'll take 2. And then end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna use my Evolving Wilds to
Go get a land.
Get a land out of my deck.
Do it on my turn. Am not.
Comes down, play tapped.
Oh no, I did.
I will say, still love the smell of freshly opened Magic cards. It's literally like cardboard crack.
Free.
Alright. Alright, untap. Draw. Guess we're just gonna play another land. Reclamation Sage. I will attack you.
All right, for 2.
2.
That's fine. I'll take 2.
Alrighty, and I'm done.
Draw. All right. Let's cast my command. Okay. So I can play extra lands. I can play 1 extra, and then when a land enters the battlefield under my control, I draw a card. So I am going to play a Command Tower, which taps for any color of my commander's identity, i.e., it's going to tap for either a island or a forest. I play that, and I draw a card. And then I'm going to play another forest, draw a card. Okay, and that. Okay, so we'll go to attacking step. I'm gonna declare attacks. Have any effects?
Yeah, I have none.
Okay, so I'm just going to attack in the air for 2.
Okay. All right, so 1, 2.
And I will be done.
All right. Play a land. And I think we're just done. So we're going to pass.
Okay. Care about anything at the end of your turn? Let's pay a resource and return a land. A 1 illusion.
Nice.
All right, untap.
And that guy works so nice with the commander.
Uh-huh.
You bounce the land, so you always have a land to play, and then you're making creatures and drawing cards.
Really cool, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we're going to tap 1, tap 2 to play Ior Ruin Expedition. It has a landfall trigger that when I play a land, it gets a quest counter. When it has 3, I can sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. So we are going to Fine. So we are going to play a Stormwood Falls land. It's going to come in tapped. When it enters the battlefield, I gain life. So that's going to trigger landfall for a token. And I'm going to trigger this to draw a card. Then I'm going to play a forest, which will give me counter card. Draw anything that's relevant to the moment, but I think possibly good. So let's tap 1, 2, 3 for a cultivate. So I search for 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put 1 onto the battlefield tapped, and another in my hand. So let's just grab this island on the bottom. And forest for my hand. Little is struggle's real for me right now. No sleeves is hard to shuffle. All right. So that triggers landfall again. So I get my 3rd counter. And I draw a card from this. So then I'm going to sacrifice this. Draw 2 cards. Anything relevant to combat? I think this is just play lands and play creatures, so I don't think there's ever going to be any. 5, 6. Okay, but it's fun to draw a bunch of.
Yeah. Pretty
So
jealous over on this side of the table.
3 mana left. So we are going to proceed to attack step.
Okay. I have no effects.
Okay. Let's hit you for 2 here, 1 here, and
Okay.
I'll leave this guy on.
I'll block here.
Sure.
And then I have
3
no
in the air.
effects. Yep, so
Okay.
these two will trade.
Yep.
They're each going to deal 2 damage to each other. And then I'm taking 3, so
3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Then I'm going to tap 2 to play Swift Foot Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Give Hexproof and Haste, and I'm just going to equip it to my commander. Hexproof.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to discard 2 cards, which I'm going to discard 2.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. I'm going to draw. Oh. Okay. I'm going to play a land. And what to do?
This is definitely my style of deck.
Oh, yeah.
This is all me. Ramping, playing big dudes, and
Okay.
then the bonus of drawing cards. This is 100%.
I'm going to attack you for 2.
Okay. That's fine. I will take 2.
Okay.
I don't like the tricks of that, and it's probably a bluff. But anytime for me, I'm faced with someone attacking like that when they have a whole slew of untapped mana, like unless I need to block, I usually don't. I don't like tricksies.
There definitely is an element of bluffing in Magic the Gathering for sure. All right, so I'm gonna play a card. I'm gonna play Winds of Wrath.
Okay.
And it destroys all the creatures.
No. That aren't enchanted? Gosh, that's so brutal. Wow. Now there's nothing I can do about that.
Yep.
So
Alright.
everything is
Destroyed.
destroy means just discard pile.
Discard
right?
pile, yeah. So when your commander goes to any zone, when your commander leaves the battlefield, you can choose to put it back in your command zone, which we're both gonna do.
Yep. And then if you're not familiar with the rules, the reason we were keeping track of how many times we casted it is because each additional time after the first that you've cast your commander, it costs 2 additional colorless mana every time you cast it. So this one token represents an additional 2 colorless mana requirement.
Yeah.
Player command.
Yep. Okay. So with that being said, I think I'm just done with my turn.
Ruined my day.
Go.
I was having so much fun.
Yeah, a little too much.
All right, you're done. Okay. Draw?
Mm-hmm.
I can only play 1 land now, and I don't get all fun stuff happening.
Yeah.
Not really as cool.
Woe is me.
Yep. let's start with essentially going to combat and then passing. So, I'm going to start with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is an evolving creature, so it starts as a 1/1.
Okay.
So the evolved mechanic, which I guess I can back, is just anytime a creature comes into play, while that one is already in play that has toughness or health greater to it, this creature gets a 1/1 counter, and then when it gets a counter, I actually also get to draw a card.
Okay.
Then I have 1, 2, 6 left. Gotta play a land, which is play another forest. And we will play a French behemoth, which has an effect of I can return a land I control to my hand to untap him, and then he gets hexproof for the turn. I can also, when a land enters the battlefield under my control and a target creature an opponent controls has to attack, but obviously that's not going to be relevant. However, I do an evolve trigger. Yep, that's fine. And then draw a card. And that was the rest of my turn.
It's a big fish.
It is a big fish.
All right, I'm going to search. End of your turn, put a plains into play. All right. Okay. So I think we have to cast our commander. So it's going to be red, white, colorless, and then 2 additional. So a red and a white to play our commander. We have to pay 2 additional because we had already cast it at 1 time. And now we've casted it 2 times. So the next time to be 2 additional. Alright. So I've played my commander. And then I'm going to equip it with a spirit mantle. It gives it +1/+1 and protection from creatures.
Oh, that's annoying.
So it's an aura. If I would have had that a turn go, I could have equipped it before I wrath. But I just drew it, so.
Oh.
And then I think I think we're done.
Okay.
There's anything. Oh no, we're gonna play land.
Sure.
Play Boros Garrison. We're gonna turn one of these lands to my hand. It enters the battlefield tapped. Alright, I'm done.
Ah. Okay. So it's a 3/3 pro creatures, right?
3/3 pro creatures, yeah.
Okay. So I think I might be well. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's back.
It's back. And that counts for an evolve trigger. So this is +2.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Then let's go to so I can now do the cute land thing.
Yep.
So let's play another forest. Draw a card. Then let's play an Evolving Wilds. Draw a card. Alright, then I'm going to okay, so I'm going to pay a colorless to equip the boots to my guy.
Yep.
Which gives him hexproof and haste.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will attack with each.
Okay. Yeah.
Block one
Whichever
of them
one. Yep.
and not take any damage here because they're pro creatures.
Yep.
But
I
then one of them will get.
will. I think what I'll do is I will block the bigger one.
Okay.
And I'll
Take
take
5.
5.
5 command.
So let's remove 4. Okay.
Then I'm going to card that I just drew. 2. To play. Call me Heart Expedition.
Oh.
So it's another landfall enchantment that when I get 3 quest counters, I can search my library for 2 basic lands and battlefield.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I got.
It's pretty good.
5, 6, 7.
All right. Untap. Draw. Okay. Well, let's play a land for the turn. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Okay. So tap a white, red and a white. We're gonna play a Sword of Vengeance.
Okay. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool
Pretty
card.
artwork.
You can read that.
Yep. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and have first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. Holy, lots of stuff. Okay. And it's a 3 equip cost.
Yeah, and we are going to equip it
Dude.
to my guy.
Sense. So it's Uber Trampoly. And +2/+0, first strike, vigilance.
Yep. And we are going to attack.
Well, vigilance. Doesn't tap.
Yep.
Okay, so it is a 5/3.
It's a 5/3
with first strike and trample
and protection from creatures.
and pro creature. Yep. which means I can't even block it because it's per creature.
Yep.
So I'm just taking 5.
Yep.
Right. All right. So we're gonna reset this. Done. That's another 5 commander damage. So I am at.
And when it attacks, I draw a card for each aura and equipment attached. So I'm going to draw 2.
Yep.
And that's all she wrote.
All right. So I'm gonna Evolving Wilds. Go get. Their island is fine. When a land enters the battlefield, quest counter, and I draw a card. Draw a card, and then draw for my turn. Tap. Alrighty. Don't even. Oh, it's cool though. Let's start with compulsive research. Target player, me, draws 3 and discards 2 unless they discard a land. 1 and discard a island.
Great card.
Yeah, super cool. Then
We got a bot. We got a bam. Get him
wanna-
the ban hammer.
want to become famous. Nope, I don't.
Already am famous.
Get out of here. All right, then we're gonna play a land. Is gonna tap for a colorless, or I can pay a green and 3 colorless to stack it and go get 2 basic lands and put them on tapped.
Yes.
That comes in, which is a quest counter, and I draw a card. Then let's play 1, 3 for this card that I just drew. Enchantment with a landfall trigger. I can either choose to put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or I can get life. Then let's play an island. So that triggers this.
That's your second land this turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Draw a card. And let's put our counters here. 5/5 at the moment. And no, it's only 1+1.
3/3.
It's a 4.
Yep.
All right, and this happened, so I'll go search for basic lands and put them onto the battlefield tapped. So I'll get 2 more lands and draw 2 more cards. Alrighty. Relevant. Oh, okay. So got a big dude, 5/3 first strike. So let's
The 2 lands you search and put in play, did you draw cards for those 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I drew 2. Let's.
She's got too many cards in her hand.
100%.
She doesn't know what to
1,
do.
2, 3,
She's
4, 5,
overwhelmed.
6, 7, 8.
She's like,
That is like one downside to this is I'm drawing so many flipping cards. All right, so let's go with
rich people problems.
Yeah, exactly. First row problems. 1, 2, 5, 7. To play this guy. He's a flying 5/6. When he comes into the battlefield, I reveal the top 5 cards. You separate them into 2 piles, put one in my hand, the other in my graveyard. So 1, 4, 5. So we have a big Hydra, Crackin, a shark crab thing, dinosaur, and fact or fiction. You separate those into 2 piles.
All right.
I am going to. That evolves this guy. Now he's 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move this over here. Hexproof Ace.
How many islands do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 official islands.
Okay.
Plus more blue sources.
There's a pile of 4 cards and a pile of 1.
Okay.
To choose from.
Teach your opponent. Turn each creature your opponent controls with toughness X. Last 2. Oh, okay. That's fine. Honestly, I have so many cards. I'm gonna have to discard down to 7 anyway. So, fine. Too many cards. All right. As we said, first world problems over here. All right. So this guy now is haste.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna fly with him for sure, and then let's attack with 7/7. Not gonna attack with either of these guys because you can kill him with
okay.
strike.
All right. So I'm gonna play a card.
Okay.
It has split second.
Okay.
And
what the
so
heck is that?
split second basically means you can't respond to it.
Oh.
It just resolves.
Okay, that's a cool new thing.
It's a cool old thing that you just didn't know about.
Oh, fair enough. Untap target permanent and gain control of it until end of turn. It gains. Okay, so you're just gaining control of one of my guys.
And you gain control of your commander. I'm gonna block here.
Oh. All right. So my commander will die.
Yeah.
You'll take 5 in the air.
Correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And have a colorless available. That's fine. I'll be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I have to discard down.
It might look funky because this costs 5 mana, and I tapped 4 lands. The Boros Garrison counts as 2 mana. All right. I'm gonna draw. Oh, okay. I'm gonna play a creature. It is a Relic Seeker. Renown 1. Well, I'll let you read it. It's easier so they can see.
Sure. Renown 1, when this creature deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it becomes renowned. So it only happens once.
Yep.
When Relic Seeker becomes renowned, you may search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library.
Yep. So it's gonna have to deal combat damage to a player. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, so I think you have one creature untapped.
Yes. That's a 5/5.
Alright, so we're gonna attack with my commander.
Okay.
And
So he's still a 5/3.
yeah, I'm trying to
First
decide
strike
if I want to attack
vigilance.
with this guy too. You have one creature.
You have to deal combat damage too. I don't know if blocking.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's also the chance that you might not block. There's also the chance that I kill it.
It's true.
I mean,
All true things.
all possibilities. So, um, yeah, I'm just gonna attack with these two creatures.
Attack with both?
I'm
Okay.
gonna attack with both.
All right. So
And
I
then
can't block this one.
yeah, and so I have when soul attacks triggers.
Yep.
So do you have any effects
No.
during that? All right, so I'm gonna draw two cards.
Yep.
One for each of these.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And honestly, it's gonna let both. So
Okay.
it's 5. So 2,
It's
4,
5 from this guy.
6, 7.
Yep.
And then 5 command edge
Yep.
specifically.
And then my guy's gonna get renown 1.
Yep.
And when he becomes renowned, search my library for an equipment, reveal it, and put it into your hand. I can get an equipment card. I'm gonna take Swift Foot Boots or Swift.
Yeah, Swift foot boot. Yep.
Swift. Yes.
Swift foot boots.
Yeah, Swift Foot Boots.
Same one
Tongue
I've got
twister.
here. Swift foot boots.
Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna take that. There's something I think a little better. I'm gonna take Luxodon Warhammer. This is an old card.
+3/+0 trample. Lifelink. Cool.
Yeah, I'm getting a little low in life.
Sure.
And I'm about to lose my protection from creatures. There's nothing I can do about that.
Why?
I mean, I just gave you the card. The card that was in the one pile.
Yeah, it just bounces creature. Bounces.
Right, but I lose the aura.
Oh, really?
It's an enchantment.
Oh.
So like.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, when you bounce a creature their hand, all the enchantments fall off.
Yeah, I guess that.
The equipment will stay in play because that's how equipment works. But
Yep.
enchantments,
That's fair.
the enchantment's really the only thing keeping me in this game.
Fair.
Okay. So, all right. So we went through combat. We're gonna play a land. We're gonna play my own command tower.
Sure.
Which
Taps for any color you
any
commander
color of your
produces.
commander's identity. I think we'll play a brass squire. This card's interesting. You can exhaust it to equip an equipment to something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
A cool little thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's actually a mirror, which is cool.
Yeah.
So attached target equipment you control to target creature you control.
Yep.
So you can kind of bounce your equipment around.
Yep.
And
not pay the equip cost.
And not pay the equip cost. And then I'm going to tap my Boros Garrison and this mountain to play my Luxodon Warhammer.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to stop after that.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
We are going to start with okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When it enters the battlefield, I destroy up to 3 target non-creature permanents and get 3 free token.
I get the beast.
For each permanent put into this way, its controller gets 3. Yeah, 3.
So yeah, you're turning all my fancy equipment into beasts.
Yep.
I don't think I can do anything about that. That's a creature. Yeah, I think you got me there. Bummer. Bunch of elephants, nowhere near as fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Here I was thinking all my creatures were just going back to my hand. Well, they still might be doing that.
they still might be. Then and we're going to tap these for the Scourge of the Fleet's creature. So it will return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is less the island's.
Alright.
So
these are tokens, so
yep,
they
so
are
those
just go back
just
to
are
you. They're
killed.
just removed from the game again.
Yep.
So that was a really good Terrestodon.
Yep.
These go back to my hand.
Then we're gonna play a land for the turn. Forest. And when I play a land, I'm gonna give a +1/+1 counter here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna whip.
Hold on. I'm going to disenchant that.
Okay. Totally. I'm gonna counterspell your
There's counterspells in that deck?
1.
Get out of here. Get to town.
Alright.
Ouch. Alright, get wrecked.
Alright. So then we're gonna attack
Mm-hmm.
with these guys. Can't do him.
Yep. So I'm going to play.
Wreck my day.
No, it's not that wreckful. I'm going to play Deflecting Palm.
Okay.
And I can prevent all damage from one source.
Oh. deals that much damage to its sorcerer's controller.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're probably gonna do that with the 9/9.
The next time, a source of your choice. So yeah, I'm gonna.
So you're just gonna do that to the 9/9.
Yeah,
Just
9/9.
throw it back in my
Throw
face.
9 at your face.
All right. So we're gonna do down to 10 and that.
And then I'm gonna take.
So 5 in the air plus 7 plus 7. So 14 plus 5 is 19.
19. Okay. So here's a
So,
20 token that's coming off.
And just put one back.
Put 1 token back. Wowzers. Okay.
Would have killed you if you didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure does. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I did my things.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know how we're gonna. And so, just so people are aware, when your commander gets removed from the battlefield, it's up to the owner of the card to choose if you want to put it back in the command zone
or follow the instructions. So, like if it said it had to get put into the deck or a discard pile,
anywhere.
You could choose to have it go wherever the card instruction told you to, which my card instructed it to go back to his hand.
And I would rather be in my hand because
it costs the regular amount.
The 3 instead of paying this extra 4 here.
Correct.
All right, so I'm gonna draw, and that was not something that would help me. Okay. So how do we live here? It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna replay our commander. For 3.
Yep.
I'm gonna play this little Relic Seeker guy.
Sure. Let's go get some stuff.
Then we're gonna replay. Now we're gonna replay the Brass Squire. And we're gonna play a land.
Sure.
And that's the whole turn.
All right. I suppose I will play a land to trigger this and get counter. And swing.
Okay, hold on. I've got effects.
That's fine. I'm just
before attackers are declared.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So I'm at 5. Lots of dudes. I mean, all this does is keep me alive. So I'm playing a card. It's called Warcraft.
Okay.
So I tap this Boros Garrison for a red and a white, and these 2 each for a red and a white.
Choose which creatures attack. Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna choose no creatures attacking. I think.
Yeah, I mean you can't kill any.
Can't kill any of them, so I'm gonna choose no creatures to attack.
Okay, so they're all untapped.
Okay.
Right, because declared as attackers. That makes sense. Got yourself a turn.
That's it.
And I will just pass.
Okay. The land. I need another copy of this card in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way out of this one.
I don't know if you can like just destroy all creatures essentially, or bounce all creatures, or
no, can't do that. What's equipped here?
Swift Foot Boots.
Oh, that's right. I just tried to disenchant it.
Yep.
and
I said nope.
It got counterspelled. The old classics, like counterspell. Yeah.
It's probably my only counterspell in that whole deck.
Yeah, probably. But when you draw like 20 extra cards.
Yeah, exactly. I drew so many extra cards this turn.
Here.
It's bananas.
I have 2 dead cards in my hand, basically. And I'm at 5. I have 3 blockers.
And I have 5 dudes, any of which will kill you.
Yep. And I could stop 4. But not
the 5th.
Not the 5th. All the guys are too big. So you win. Actually, I'll let you kill me. Go ahead. I will pass the turn.
Rawr.
Yeah. So all I can do is
draw my card, I suppose.
I can play my generous gift. This destroys target permanent and creates a 3/3 elephant creature token.
Okay.
I think the owner gets to do it. Destroy target its controller. So I will destroy your. Is this one get hexproof?
If I return a land.
Which you could. So let's destroy this one.
Sure.
Not like it matters. You get an elephant. Then I can.
You can block 3 of these guys.
I can throw this in front.
Yeah.
I can throw this in front. And then I could throw this in front of something.
And take 5 in the air.
And I'm going to throw this in front here. And then I can deal 5 damage to the guy in the air, and he's at 1 health.
Still alive.
And I take 5, and that's the last 5 damage.
All right.
Dead.
Yeah. This deck is super cool.
Yeah, I knew you would like that
This
one.
is totally up my alley.
Yeah.
Play big fatties, go sideways, and I love just landfall triggers in general. Like ramping is a thing I like. So landfall triggers just work very well for me.
And I conveniently noticed that deck was on your side of the table when we sat down to stream.
Well, honestly, I just like green in general. So usually if something's green, I'm just going to take it.
Yeah.
I just like playing big creatures and saying rawr. That's just something I like doing. And the added bonus of being able to draw a bajillion extra cards is just cool.
Yeah. No, it was fun. I was probably a little bit too land flooded early, and I was trying to keep up with the enchantment. That Preacher's Card was the only thing saving me because it was letting me draw cards.
For sure.
And try to keep up with the amount of cards you were drawing every turn.
Right, which was an insane amount.
But you have so much mana, like.
Right.
It was yeah, there was not a whole lot. The cards I kept drawing when I was drawing extra cards were still like more lands.
Yeah.
There was just
not.
Yeah,
I actually don't mind being a little land flooded.
Right.
Because
you turn them all into cards.
I turn them into cards, exactly.
Right, yeah.
So it actually worked okay for me to be land flooded. It obviously worked in my favor that you were land flooded because I feel like you're the aggressor in this matchup.
For sure. I mean, you were at 14 commander damage.
Right.
So, I mean, another swing with my protection creature.
Yeah.
And you were.
Yeah, I mean, 2 more swings. So as it was, unless you had another pump.
Well, remember, I grabbed the Luxated Warhammer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So if
one
you
more
equip
swing,
that, one swing,
it would have been game over.
Yep.
But that's why when I saw the, that's why I give you with the Sphinx. I gave you a pile of 4 and
Right.
1 because there was only one card I cared about there.
Right.
It was the one that was going to bounce my
all
creatures.
the stuff. But honestly, like I already had a hand of 11 cards. Like
Right.
I didn't want another 4. Like I liked most of the cards on my hand to begin with. So it's like I'm just taking the one because I already have to discard
what I didn't know
4 cards that I like. So
yeah, I didn't know you had the Terrestodon in hand.
Yeah,
that
I was holding that for a while until
Yeah, that was the best use of the Terrestodon because it just like gave me the tokens that just got bounced.
Correct.
So it literally did nothing.
Yep.
It was like come into play. I'm a 9/9, kill all your stuff.
Yep.
And then everything goes away.
Yep.
Yeah, that was well played.
I was holding that Terrestodon most of the game because I was like, well, especially with you playing enhancements and equipment,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that I was going to have a lot of ways to destroy those on a targeted basis.
Sure.
So I held that until I was going to get, max value of destroying as many of your things as possible.
Well, that was a good game.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. I think they did a pretty good job with these decks. Commander decks, like I said, are pretty fun, and yeah, I mean, there's definitely some good cards in here. Cards from all different eras of Magic, which is pretty cool. Reprints, new cards, new art on a lot of these reprints. I think most of the deck I'm looking at is these are a lot of reprints. There's not too many new cards, but there are a lot of good reprints, and the deck works well
and
together.
honestly, that I feel like they're good reprints specifically for Commander in particular. Like there's a lot of those cards that have good effects that are great.
I know this card, Dawn Charm. I know people have wanted this reprinted for a while because it's from I think it's from Visions. It's that same Mirage block. And I know people play it in Commander. And
prevent all combat damage that would be dealt. Wow, yeah. I mean,
it's just a cheap, good spell.
Yeah, and it has a lot of uses.
But it's like it was like an expensive uncommon or common at one point because it was from a really old set.
Right.
So
yeah, I think it's great that they're reprinting some of those cards, and like I said, they're good cards in a Commander type setup, so it makes sense that they're doing it for this Commander set in particular. And I think it's great that they're trying to make that barrier entry a little bit lower to be able to play a good Commander deck.
Yeah, I mean these, like I said, none of these Commander decks are like on the top end of power level. They're introductory products, but I mean just getting cards like every deck having a Soul Ring.
Yeah,
I mean it's not an expensive card anymore because it's been reprinted into Oblivion.
Yeah,
but it's like a card.
But every Commander deck should have it.
Every Commander deck probably wants it. It's one of the best cards because it's just good. It was funny though. I had that split card in my hand. And I couldn't remember exactly how these cards work. I was like, I
think you can cast both, can't you? Or can you only cast one?
Well, so this card I think you can only cast one because how could you cast both? One's a sorcery and one's an instant.
I mean, you can always play instants at sorcery speed.
Yeah,
right?
but
you couldn't cast the sorcery.
But that instant is has to be done during combat.
Oh.
So I think,
so maybe you only play half.
I think you only play half.
Which is interesting.
It's been a long time since I've played with split cards.
Yeah, a long time since we played with split cards. We don't have any split cards in our actual normal Commander decks.
No.
So, yeah, I don't remember those rules, to be honest with you. It must be that you can choose which half to play.
When looking at this card, it's got to be either half. So I just played it like that. Like I could just choose a half. But
all right, well, that was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed us unboxing these brand new Commander decks and cracking them out of the box and giving them a whirl.
You know what? I think it actually does say usually it says on the box which ones are the new cards. Oh yeah, so it says on here. There's a 100-card deck, 3 of them are new, and actually shows you the 3 cards that are new.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for coming. We're going to do, we'll definitely be doing more Magic-related videos, just because it's a game that we love.
Yeah.
It'll probably, a lot of them will be similar to this setup. We do like Commander. Commander is something we probably play quite a bit. And we do a lot of old school Magic.
Yeah.
So
we do have our Twitch channel where we stream live 3 days a week. We also have our YouTube channel at youtube.com/homebasegames where we post all of these different videos of all the different games we play, and we segment everything by game. So if you wanted to just kind of drill down into specific games, it's all quite easy to find. While you're there, if you want to give us a follow and subscribe, as well as liking any of our videos, we would greatly appreciate it. It always helps us grow our channel. And you can also follow us on social stuff.
Yeah,
Gold Leader is very good about trying to get engaged with the community there. So if you have an interest in seeing us play something on stream, we always love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we'll often take a lot of suggestions. Hey, play this deck or play this game on stream, and if we got it, we'll do it. Because it's just fun to engage with the community. So
Absolutely.
for Patronus, I'm Gold Leader, and we're signing out.
Thanks, everybody.